I know we're going to have a topic on this session coming up in in a few months, but it's a good question to bring up here. What's the importance of a patent?
A lot of people think that you have to have a patent. If you have a new idea, that you have to have a patent. And I would say from our perspective that that's not necessarily true. What you do have in and of itself, if you have a new idea, is intellectual property. And you may choose to protect that intellectual property as a patent. That may be something that, again, as we send you to work with the tech transfer office here at ECU, that may be the path forward that makes the most sense. It may be something that needs to be a patent, a formalized patent. And we have on the SBTDC's website, actually, we printed out a copy, and you can all take a look at this if you'd like to later, but we do have an intellectual property guide that's available on the SBTDC website. It's free for download. It walks you through the entire process of how you get a patent and the other types of intellectual property that are available too. It might be something that you keep internally in your company as a trade secret, like the Krispy Kreme recipe for donuts. It might be something that you protect as a copyright or a trademark. It may not necessarily be a patent, but for technology-based companies, patents can be very, very important, and it can actually make the difference between getting an investment or getting a grant and not getting them, because it shows that you're credible. It shows that it really is something new that you're bringing to market, that you've done some of the legwork ahead of time, and you've made sure that you're protecting what it is that you've invented.
Thank you, Kim. Here's a segue to the next one. I need key partners from others in my industry. How do I avoid having them take my idea away from them?
So that's probably the other than the money piece, the thing that keeps people up at night as much or more than anything else. And the harsh reality is it's unbelievably difficult to prevent that from happening given the business culture that exists. And that's where the idea of protecting your idea through the mechanisms that are available and making that, at least in my opinion, a very important principal expense, where you have an enormous advantage by being at a university setting that has as flexible and as most of the time nimble group as we have here in the tech transfer office. It's an opportunity that I mean, we've got 9 and 3 more ready to be filed patent actions that the university has invested in us by helping to fund those patent applications. And we wouldn't have the money to do that on our own. More importantly, it is a way to be able to bring, as Kim said, it's incredible value to the people who are looking at what we're doing to know that that process is in place, because at the end of the day that becomes a major part of the value of your company, whatever you're making, in almost all circumstances. Getting that process nailed down is what also protects us when we go talk to company X, Y, or Z. And if we have it, they know it, and we know they know it, and they know that we know that they know it. And so you can have a discussion at a level that is not at, I'm going to steal your technology. It is, how can we collaborate and move forward?
I think we've all seen on those, again, those investment shows on television, we've all seen the person who says, what's to stop me? Do you have any intellectual property? What's to stop me from taking your idea and spending $20 million on myself and getting this into business? And I think ultimately what's to stop them is the trouble involved in actually doing that. So we all tend to be a little bit paranoid about our ideas. One of the best things that the tech transfer team here can help you do is disclose that invention properly, protect yourself, protect your idea. They can describe to you how you can talk about that idea with other people and still maintain your level of protection. So it can make you feel a lot more confident when you go into those sorts of situations, that you're not giving the game away. You're telling somebody what they need to know without going too far and enabling them to take your idea to market. So I can't stress the importance of talking to tech transfer as early as possible enough.
Yeah, and for those of you who are on the academic side of the equation, writing a paper that's accepted in a peer-reviewed journal is a very, very different exercise than sitting down and writing a patent application.
Pretty much.
You're starting from third grade English, literally. So don't assume that you can do that by yourself and then have something that won't be shot full of holes at some point down the road. As another example of a place you need help